morning, everyone. So I have a busy week ahead of me. I have a big work deadline on Friday, and it's already starting to feel like one of those weeks where I would usually just let everything else slide. You know, skip the healthy meals, don't work out, and just focus on getting through the day-to-day, but not this week. This week, we're gonna find a way to balance it all. We're making time for fun, social moments, movement, healthy eating, content creation, and some relaxation as well. We're gonna try to make room for everything that matters without burning out. So come along with me this week as I try to balance it all. So it's currently Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. and today is actually a little bit exciting because after work, I'm headed to a gala premiere of a new feature film that some of my co-workers produced. So definitely one of the more fun days to work in the film industry, and I can't wait to share all that with you later. But first, we're gonna get a good start to the week and head to the gym before work. Let's just get our movements in and set ourselves up for success. Okay, let's go. I had the longest day at work. It is now 5:30 and I have like an hour and a half until I have to leave for this gala premiere, and I am very excited, but at the same time I am very tired and I have no idea what to wear. I am in the thick of my luteal phase and I'm just not feeling it. This is why I don't ever do anything after work, because I get up really early and I feel great, and then as the day progresses I just get obviously more and more tired, and in the afternoons after work I usually just come home and just do my own thing and just like edit, and then when I have something really fun to do like this I'm like, I don't want to go to a gala premiere. How cool is that I've been invited to a film premiere? So it says gala on the invitation, but it's Denmark, so no one is gonna, well, maybe some of the actresses will be in like gowns, but most of us normies are just gonna put on a nice casual chic outfit. So I'm gonna have to find something fitting, probably something pretty simple and anonymous, so people don't mistake you for one of the main, I'm sounding so Danish, stop. Anyway, I have about an hour and a half. I have to figure out what to wear. I have to get some food. I have to redo this situation. I always am just surprised with the fact that I put on makeup in the morning and I feel all cute when I leave the gym or when I leave the house in the morning to go to work. And then by lunchtime, I just look like I just woke up from a coma. And also I did my curls, my overnight curls, and they turned out so bad today. I'm sorry, I'm being so negative. This is why we need a good week, a good balanced week, and I need to get it together. Who cares that the movie isn't until 9 p.m. on a Monday? I'll be fine staying up that late. But no more stalling. Let's switch around this energy. Let's put on some music and just jam out, pick an outfit, have something to eat. Let's do this. Let us start out with having something to eat and to fuel ourselves a little bit. And I actually have just leftovers from yesterday. I was filming a what I eat in a day yesterday, if you haven't seen that yet. I'll link it somewhere up here, but I have super delicious dinner leftover, so I'm just gonna heat that up and have a quick dinner. Ooh, damn, nice. I really feel like I should have allocated more time for this. I think this is gonna be a struggle. And I'm just feeling really bloated and I don't wanna wear anything tight-fitting. Also, I'm gonna be sitting in a cinema, so I wanna be super comfortable and not too cold either. I always get cold in the cinema. Okay, let's try on some different things. We're starting out with a very safe choice. Just a black boat neck top. This one is from Sara, with some dress pants, with some heels. So here is the same outfit, but with my black leather boots from Vagabond. Definitely a bit more comfortable, not as tall. I'm gonna look like I'm working at the door or something. Some sunglasses, a little clutch. I did recently thrift this lovely light brown leather. I mean, it has a handle, but it's not very handy. You know, I feel like I would wear it as a clutch. Here is the same outfit, but a bit dressed up with this Holt satin top. Braless. I already feel too dressed up. I feel like this is gonna divide the crowds. I call this my Lorelai Gilmore top. I just put up my hair because it's so static, but I'm gonna fix my hair before leaving. Very feminine. And let's see, does it go with the little clutch? Something about wearing black just feels safer. I also have these super fun little heels that I thrifted. Again, probably gonna divide the people. Okay, there's actually something really cool about all this layering going on, and maybe even with these silly shoes and the clutch. What about a little red moment? This is very summery, but do I actually see myself wearing these heels out of the house? My belly is not in the mood for this outfit. I also have my cowboy boots. These are very old. These were my mom's. Definitely not. Another one that's controversial. Why do I have so many weird clothes? Is this like rain jacket material skirt from Esprit? It has a little pouch. How cool. The problem is it makes a lot of noise. I can't be moving around in it. I look like I'm going to like a spy film premiere. I feel like a spy in this outfit. I think I finally got it. I switched out the weird raincoat skirt for this denim one with the boat neck top, and I just feel like this is very simple. This adds a bit of personality. The boots dress it up a bit, as well as the blazer. It is not too boring, not too dressed up, not too anything really. So, and also this skirt is not too tight. I think this might look good. I also have this burgundy little bag that I thrifted, or this little crochet one that my friend made for me. One of these two. They go so well together. The 2 bags is a little excessive. Nothing to see here. I am not gonna do anything special for my makeup. I just do what I do every day. I'll show you when it's done. Makeup's done. The sunset is a paid actor. I'm wearing a lot more foundation than I usually do because my skin, as you can maybe tell, is just not happy right now. Like I said, I'm getting my period. Okay, let's do the hair. I just gave the ends of my hair a little curl with a straightening iron, and I think I'm gonna put in these, just to jazz up the outfit a little bit, I'm gonna put in these silver earrings that my mom actually made. How pretty! Let's put on a little bit of perfume. All right, here is the outfit with the sweater on. I'm gonna take this off when I get there, but just for the bike ride. And am I forgetting something? Oh yeah. Oh no, this one is messy. Oh, that's a disappointment. Anyway, bangs didn't do much, but I think overall the hair looks pretty good. Sunnies. How lucky are we? We're going to a fancy film premiere. Even if we're tired, even if we're bloated and don't feel very cute and would rather stay home and be introvert. Wait, where was I going with this? Anyway, we're going. Home. I had a marvelous evening. The film was very, very good and the event was great. Yeah, it was a very special experience to get to go to a real gala premiere, even in a Danish, so quite low-key setting. But it had the red carpet and all the actors and all of my co-workers were there, so that was really fun. And after the film they had like free bar and little finger foods and whatever, and we just talked about the film for a little while, and then I got on my bike and I went back home. If you're Danish, definitely go check out this film at the cinema. It is a very, very strong, very important film about a healthcare system under a lot of pressure and all the people that fall victim to that. So definitely highly recommend. It's very intense and I felt like everyone just really needed to stay back and talk about the film afterwards because it's a lot. But still, highly recommend. Go check it out. But like I said, it's really late, so I'm gonna get ready for bed and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah! I just got back from work. It's 5:30 now and I am so tired after last night. I got like 6 hours of sleep, which is not awful. It's definitely not as good of a night's sleep as I would usually get, but it's okay. We had a good long day at work, but very productive. I got everything done that I had to do today. I think we're well on our way to meet the deadline on Friday, but I am so tired. I'm definitely feeling the luteal phase happening. I was looking into cycle syncing when I had a moment of procrastination at work today. If you have any experience with it, leave it down below. I'm questioning whether I can do cycle syncing when I have an IUD, but my experience with my IUD is I still have a very regular period and I feel pretty much more or less like myself. So I'm thinking I might be one of those people who still have a cycle that it makes sense to sync up with, and seeing if I can affect my cycle in a positive way by exercising and eating right throughout my cycle, and just like leaning into the different seasons of the month, if you can call it that. I am getting very curious about it. I definitely want to look into it because I am someone who has always felt my cycle very strongly and still do even with my IUD. I can always tell when I'm ovulating and I'm feeling really good and open to the world, and when I'm in my follicular phase I'm super productive and I have great workouts and it's easy for me to get up in the morning and I'm creative and I get lots of stuff done at work. But then as soon as I'm over my ovulation and I get into my luteal phase, I just start doubting myself and my relationships, and I start questioning whether people like me and whether I'm good at anything and whether I'm good at YouTube and all this stuff. I've talked about this on my channel before, and I just think for someone who feels like me, it's probably worth a go to try the cycle syncing and see if we can get more in tune with ourselves. So if you have any experience with it or any recommendations, please leave them down below. Okay, I just put on my PJs. I'm ready to get comfy, but let's cook up some really quick dinner. I generally try to eat really healthy and whole and varied, but I do get a lovely lunch at work every single day. Today we got coq au vin, with lots of different salads and stuff, so I'm very lucky with that. And a lot of the time I can also bring home leftovers, so I don't even have to worry about dinner. And yesterday we had a lovely wholesome meal, and today we're just gonna keep it really, really easy. So let's look at what I have in the fridge. Look at this gorgeous meal. I toasted some, you can barely see it, I toasted some rye bread, then I put some cottage cheese with some spinach and some smoked salmons, the rest of my chickpea salad, and then I'm just cooking up 2 sunny side up eggs that I'm gonna add on top. And what a full, nourishing big meal. Lots of big meals in this vlog. I just sat down with my comforter on the couch with my gorgeous meal and my laptop, all ready to watch the season finale of The White Lotus. And then there are new episodes of The Handmaid's Tale out. Ooh, I thought I was gonna be editing tonight, but I'm scared I'm just gonna binge watch all of these episodes. No, this is crazy, guys. I have to call James actually and tell him this, just really quick.
Oh, don't you miss me?
Yes, I'm filming, but I just called you up because I just sat down to watch the last episode of White Lotus, and guess what just showed up on Max? You'll never believe it. They just released the final season of a show that I thought already had a final season. Can you guess which one?
I think I could probably guess yes from your tone of voice.
What do you think it is?
Does it begin with an O?
No.
And end in slander?
No! It's not Outlander.
I don't know.
Why would I call you?
Because you're excited and you love me.
Yeah, that's true. But no, you will also be excited. Maybe.
I'll be excited. Is it Last of Us?
Honey, my favorite TV show of all time.
Oh, New Girl.
Stop! Are you kidding? The Handmaid's Tale, honey.
There's a new season of Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, they just put out 3 episodes of the latest season. I'm in shock. I literally was about to start crying.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, season 6, fucking hell. It's got the same crew in it as well.
Yeah. I just called you up to tell you that, but I'm gonna eat my dinner now and watch White Lotus.
Okay, yeah, let me know what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, call me after White Lotus.
Okay, I will. Okay.
Amazing. Okay, alright, have fun.
Sometimes we wake with a quick fix.
The universe, how we're all connected.
You guys, I just finished White Lotus and I feel a little bit disappointed. I did just call up James like immediately after finishing it, and we just talked about it for 30 minutes. When I say I'm disappointed, it's obviously because I'm comparing it to itself in previous seasons. Were I to compare this show to every other show out there, it is a marvelous TV series. No doubt, one of the best, absolutely stunning filmmaking. I don't think it's up for debate. This is a very, very, very good TV show. And if you haven't watched it, this is your sign. Just go watch all 3 seasons. It's amazing. Anyway, it is now 8:30 and I have to decide what to do for the last hour-ish before I go to bed. And as always, I have a long list, but I can't do it all. So I have to prioritize. And I think talking to you about it will help me get it straight. Option 1 is to stay right here, watch 1 episode The Handmaid's Tale, and then get ready and go to bed. Option 2 is to go do my skincare, get my book, go to bed early, have a nice long reading session before a good long sleep. Option 3, take my dreams and ambitions seriously and sit my ass down and edit for 1 hour before getting ready and go to bed. So I guess we can all hear where this is going. I think this is like my inner monologue that I go through every day, that you were just invited into every day. day I just have the longest list of things I want to do and just not enough time to do everything. And that is definitely something I have struggled with a lot and that I still really need to practice, is just being okay with that. I have tomorrow, I have the day after that. I just had a lovely evening. I watched an episode of a great show. I had a lovely dinner. I had a nice chat with James. If I also get an hour of editing done and then go to sleep, that's a good evening. But somehow I just always feel like, oh, but I also wanted to do this and this and this. Now I don't have time to do everything. And then I get really stressed because there's always just so much I want to do. And it just feels like you just get off work and you just blink and then you have to go to bed and wake up and do it all over again. Most days that's just life, you know, you go to work and then you come home and you have a few hours and you do something enjoyable and then you go to sleep and you wake up and do it all over again. And is that really that bad? You can frame it to sound really terrible, sure, but you can also frame it in a different light. That's something I definitely need to practice, because right now there is no real debating, like I have to go to work, I have to make money. I'm lucky to have a job that I enjoy, and sure, sometimes I wish that it wasn't for 8 hours a day, but it is. That's just life. It's just normal life. I'm not too fancy for normal life. There is something beautiful in not having endless time, and you have to prioritize what's important right now, and it's fleeting, and you blink and then the night is over and you have to just go to bed, but then you get to do it tomorrow as well. Okay, sorry about this little existential rant. Enough stalling, Sarah. Let's edit for 1 hour. I'm gonna set a timer and edit for 1 hour before going to bed. Let's do it. Good morning, friends. I had a terrible night of sleep. I ended up staying up a little bit late, editing a little bit later than I was supposed to. I got into a good flow, but then I just couldn't fall asleep, and I don't know if it's the looking at the screen or some stress of the week. And I don't ever usually struggle with falling asleep, but I was just lying awake. I had the idea that I would work out before going into the office today, but I am just way too tired to be going to the gym. So we're just gonna do a quick yoga session just to get a little bit of movement in. And then I think I'm gonna work from home today. I usually love going into the office to work just because it's nice to go see my coworkers and get ready for the day and go on the bike and get out of the house and everything. But on a day like this, I think I'm just gonna lean into it and just be really cozy and work from home. Honestly amazing. It's been so long since I've done yoga. I always forget just how amazing I feel afterwards, and I really should just do this every day. I just did a 15-minute yoga session with Yoga with Adrienne. She's the best, obviously, and I feel great. Now let's take a shower. I definitely need to wash my hair today and get started with the day. Feeling very raw today with the lack of sleep and my period coming. I'm just feeling super sensitive, and I'm happy that I'm working from home so I can just take things at my own pace a little bit more. I just worked for about an hour and a half. I actually got a lot done, so that's nice, but I'm just gonna take a quick break to meditate. My partner James actually shared this 30-day guest pass for Headspace with me. He's been using it and really loving it, so I'm trying it out. I'm just gonna sit on the couch and take 5 minutes to just do a little meditation before doing some more work.
The suffering of others in our own mind and help and feel a sense of empathy.
I just did some more work, and now I prepped a little lunch. I'm just having these like cracker bread knäckebröd with cheese and cucumber and 2 boiled eggs and a cup of tea. Delicious. guys, it is now 5:10 and I just finished work. I had a good day working from home. I'm definitely really happy I stayed home. I've been feeling very crampy, a little bit raw, a little bit sensitive today, but it was nice to just work from home in a comfy outfit and just take things a little bit more slow. I also went out on a lovely walk, which was nice. The weather was great. But yeah, I'm happy I chose to work from home today. But with that said, I'm also really excited to get out of the house, and it's about time for me to get on the bike and go to my friend's house for dinner. We have this little weekly dinner club where we alternate who's cooking, me and two of my girlfriends. So today we're going to Cecile's house at my old apartment. How cute. And it's just such a great tradition we started a few months ago maybe, and we just keep it super casual, no expectations to make like fancy food or to even like you don't have to get ready for it or anything. It's just very casual. You just come as you are. So I'm gonna come as I am and show up like this. And I think one of the reasons I really love this arrangement is because for me, when I get really busy and life is just happening, the first thing for me to get down prioritized is my social stuff and my friendships, because I just feel like there's so much going on as it is, so I'm not always the best at taking initiative. But with this arrangement, there is no planning involved. We just do it once a week, every Wednesday, and you just show up. You can just come and stay for a few hours if you are busy with other things, but it's really nice to get to see each other every week and to keep prioritizing this even in a busy week like this. And especially with seeing each other once a week, we can talk about what's happened in our lives in the past week and we don't have to like catch up a lot. So that's really nice as well. But it's about time for me to get going. So let's get on the bike and go to Cecile's house for dinner. Good morning, guys. It's 5:30 on Thursday morning. I just made myself a nice big cup of tea and I'm gonna do some editing before work. For me to be able to post a YouTube video every week, I really need to be filling out all the gaps with editing, and I don't actually mind getting up early to edit. I feel like the morning time is when I feel my best and I feel the most creative. I just love this time of day actually. So let's do some editing. It is now 10 to 8. I edited for a few hours and I basically finished my video and I'm really happy with it, so that's amazing. But I'm also quite busy now and I have to rush a little bit to get ready and shower and have breakfast before work, so let's get going. Hey guys, I just got back from work and I just sat down for 5 minutes and then 2 hours passed. And now it's 7 p.m. and all I've done is literally come in the door and like take off my shoes and lie down on my bed. I am really hungry, so let's get some dinner. This is what happens sometimes. No need to wallow about it. Social media is dangerous. I did fall into a Paul Wesley and Ian Somerhalder rabbit hole on TikTok. If you know, you know. I also just FaceTimed my family for a bit, so that was nice. The plan this afternoon was to actually do a little speed clean of the apartment because I've been busy recently and the apartment could use a little rezhuzh. So let's actually just start out by doing a quick clean of the apartment and then dinner. Okay, I put on my sweatpants. Let's see how quick I can do just a quick clean of this apartment. Not every clean has to be a big reset, okay? I did that last weekend. My goal is to tidy Literally vacuum, wipe surfaces, maybe clean the toilet a little bit, stuff like that, do the dishes. Done. And I can do that quick. I don't live in a mansion, okay? Let me start a stopwatch. Okay, it's counting. Let's see how quick we can do this. Let's go. Minutes. Initially, I thought I'd spend 15 minutes cleaning, but you know, you get started, you feel the momentum, and I was just going at it and I thought I'll just clean the whole place. So I cleaned the entire place in 42 minutes and definitely not a deep clean, but I got around the entire apartment. Everything feels nice and fresh, which feels so good. While I was cleaning though, I started to get the worst period cramps. My back is hurting, my stomach is hurting, and I am just gonna chill out for the rest of the night. I was up really early, so I think I'm just gonna have some dinner. I have some leftover soup and watch some Handmaid's Tale, which I'm very excited about, and then hit the hay. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Friday morning and I'm just getting ready for work. I just had a nice slow morning and I just showered and put my hair up in a slick back because my hair gets greasy so fast at the moment. It's like really static, electric, and then gets greasy within 2 days, so that's really annoying. But gonna wait one more day with hair wash, so I just put it in a slick back bun. And today's exciting because, like I said, it's Friday, it's the end of a busy work week, and work hasn't been as terrible as I thought. I feel like I've been on top with the deadline all week, and we're gonna finish today, which is exciting. And then when I get off work today, I have my Easter break for 10 full days, which is so exciting. And tomorrow James is coming and we'll be going to my family's summer cottage and to go spend Easter with them, and I'm just so excited to see my family. It's been ages. I have a new little nephew who is only a few months old that I've only met once when he was a newborn because I've been so busy. So I'm very excited to go back to Aarhus, where I'm from, to see my family and to go to the cottage with them. And I always just love Fridays. I'm also hormonally, I'm feeling much better today. I finally got my period and the crazy PMS symptoms have faded. So that's really nice. I had a good night of sleep, and yeah, I'm watching the new season of The Handmaid's Tale and it is so intense. Oh my goodness. But yeah, my favorite show. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's crazy. And the parallels to what the world is currently looking like are terrifying. But yeah, it's Friday, which is lovely. It's a bit gray today, but I feel sunny inside, so we're good. And I just can't wait for this workday to be over, to have a vacation. I don't have any plans this Friday after work, which is nice, but I'm thinking maybe I want to take myself out on a little afternoon date. So usually I get off work a bit earlier on Friday, so maybe I'll take myself out to get a little sweet treat and celebrate. And for my outfit, I'm going a little bit corporate chic today, as you can maybe sense from this video, my office dress code is very, very casual. I think working in the creative industry, like a few people in the office like wear suits to work, but 90% just show up in whatever they want. We have quite a few people with more eccentric creative styles, which I love and which the company seems to love as well. So sometimes I even feel a little bit boring with my outfits at work. Because most days for me, it really is just jeans and a sweater and a pair of sneakers. But yeah, after work, I'm thinking take myself out on a little date and then I'll probably just have a chill night in. I love a Friday night without plans, and I'll probably watch some more Handmaid's Tale and then maybe do some editing. Apart from this video, I still have 2 videos that I need to finish editing, and I've been feeling really creative with YouTube recently. With the spring, I'm getting new energy, new inspiration, and I'm putting a lot of effort into filming and editing. Anyway, here's the Friday look. Now I'm gonna pop on my headphones, listen to some lovely Friday music, and get on the bike and go to work. We're actually running a little late, so let's go. Let's go smash out this deadline and have fun.